Hello, my name is Aubrey Mankins, and I'm going to be going through the first few slides, also along with the first 3 questions of the questionnaire. So the first question, the first slide, what is your team name? And our team chose the DV Crusaders. The DV stands for domestic violence. So we want to slash away at that and just help support those women that are experiencing domestic violence. The next slide talks about our vision of an ideal community, and what we envision is a community where education, support, and resources are available to those in domestic violence situations, readily available to those in domestic violence situations. And some of the core values that we kind of chose at the beginning of the term to go through, all of us went through and just kind of described what we thought an ideal community would be, and then we chose our core values from that. So some of the core values that we chose were devotion, resourceful, safety, security, trust, and usefulness. And all of those really go into domestic violence in order to have a community where domestic violence is not there or domestic violence is lowered. You really need to have people that are devoted to that community, to support that community, and just the traumatic events that those women go through or the men go through as well. Resourcefulness goes along with that, as just having enough volunteers, having enough supplies for these women that need them, and just kind of taking a load off of them and just supporting them through this time. And along with that too, the children as well, just making sure that those children have resources to their basic needs. Next is safety. Number one priority in domestic violence is making sure that the victim is safe away from the person that is committing the domestic violence. Security goes along with that safety. Just making sure that that person feels secure where they are now, even though that they are very jostled up and they may be going through depression at this point or other things like that. That we don't wanted an environment that they feel secure in. Trust and usefulness. Trust. These people, the victims, they really need to trust the people that they're working with. They've just been abused by a person, so in order to have them trust you is really important. So that was why we chose that for our ideal community. And usefulness. The volunteers or the employees that are helping these women or men, just using their time useful, spending one-on-one time with these women, with the men, helping the children, and just really prioritizing where they need to be, who they need to be with, what they need to do. So that all goes into being useful. For the next thing, number 2, throughout what process did your group create that vision? And we just, like I said, we had just had all gone through and just kind of said pieces about what we would want in a community if we were in this situation. What are the things that would be most important to us if we had experienced domestic violence? So moving on, number 3, discuss the community organization with whom you partnered. And we partnered with, the organization's name was Sable House. And their mission is to increase the safety of domestic and sexual violence victims in Polk County through crisis intervention and community education services. And they are located in Dallas, Oregon, a very small community. And going on to number 2, how did your team select your organization? And we just really wanted, there was a few different organizations that we had chose from. The first one was Center for Hope and Safety, which is in Salem, Oregon. And we had picked them, and we had also picked Sable House. And I actually had gone ahead and emailed both of them. I work for a nonprofit named United Way, and we actually partner with both of these organizations to help the people in the community. So I knew automatically that these two help domestic violence victims. And what we found was that we just really wanted to focus on the Sable House because it was a smaller community, and we town as well, and we just thought that it would be better to reach a smaller versus Salem being so much larger. The smaller may have less resources, so we really wanted to focus on them. Number 3, what criteria did you use to make your selection? And like I said before, we just really based it off of we wanted a smaller community, and because we really wanted to make an impact in that community. Salem is so large compared to Dallas that there's a lot more resources in Salem versus Dallas is just so much smaller. So we just really wanted the community there to understand what is going on in their own community. So it was just really good to go there and see how much need they actually have, and especially their biggest need was for diapers for the children. And so just letting their community know that this is what they needed, versus in Salem it's so much larger, there's so much more here versus there. Just in comparison, we thought that we could make a bigger impact in a smaller community.